This gym, it might not look like much, but it has everything that I need to train for the world's longest swim. Sup guys, and welcome to another video as part of the world's longest swim series. Now this one is the £10,000 garage gym setup, which I think is like $15,000, James? Maybe?
Yeah. Put it on screen.
Okay, done. But this gym, it might not look like much, but that's because it isn't much, if I'm being completely honest. But everything in here, I built this up over 10 years now, and it's literally custom built. It has everything that I need to train for the world's longest swim. I hope. Fingers crossed. Also as well, like I said this before, me James and I, we were talking, I'm gonna be training for the world's longest swim in here. This is either a brilliant idea or a stupid idea. I think at the end of this year, we'll know. So we can come back to this video and be like, that was genius. Like he trained and he custom built this gym and it really worked. Or we'll be like, what an idiot. He tried to train for a long swim in his garage. But let me give you a tour. It's a complete mess, but it's also strategically, I know where everything is. So I think what we'll start with is probably the swim erg, which is the latest addition. So, busted out the swim erg. The reason for this, and I've said this before, like even at the grand old age of 38, I'm still learning how to swim. And certainly when I start to get like fatigued, elbow drops, my catch, it's not as efficient as it should be. So I've really started to bust out a lot more on the swim erg. I'm gonna just jump on and give you just a cheeky sort of demo. I love these hand paddles as well because it really does just force a high elbow catch. So I'll sort of demonstrate what is good and bad. I think when I was getting tired, this is an exaggeration, you sort of end up doing this. Notice just a really low elbow, whereas what this teaches you is just a much higher elbow catch in theory. So this is probably the greatest recent addition to the gym that we've got. Let me look around as well. We've got mace bells. Let me introduce you to Large Marge. This is Large Marge. I got this, so this was from On It. They're absolutely awesome. They sent me this because after my shoulder surgery, I just became obsessed with just trying to rebuild my shoulder. So it's known as mechanotransduction. People talk about the muscles just getting stronger and responding to stress and stimulus, but in reality, so do ligaments and tendons. So I do a lot of mace bell work now as well. The squat rack, this is from Bulldog. So I have been with this squat rack longer than I've been with my girlfriend, which is a while. I'm more committed to the squat rack. No, I'm not. I don't mean that. No, but I've been with the squat rack longer. But this is just a testament. I don't know if Bulldogs still make this squat rack. They've got these amazing ones now. Ian, the owner, he was like a mechanical engineer, he's like a genius. And he's just built them so well that it's still brand new. It's amazing. So this is the squat rack. Same with the dumbbells and the bench as well. So they go up to, I've got the 45s, so the juggernauts there, which I think is enough for me for the world's longest swim. Like I said, I don't think we need to be going much heavier than that. What else have we got around here? Lots of PhD bars, lots of caffeine. Now, let's probably take you over. Oh, lots of bands as well. That's the thing. I think like training, especially because I'm going to be doing so much work in the gym. You talk about Verkhoshansky, one of the greatest strength and conditioning coaches to ever exist. And he talks about like in any given day, week or month or session, you only have a certain amount of adaptation energy. So when you're training for something, are you trying to get strong? Are you trying to get quick? Are you trying to get muscularly endured? Are you trying to get good at long distance running or swimming? Whatever it is, you've only got a certain amount of adaptation energy. So as I start to really step up the volume in the pool, I'm going to probably be spending a little bit less time in here, so I don't need a lot. That's why it's so basic and it's so simple, but I won't be doing a lot of movement. So you'll notice I don't really have like preacher curls, pec decks, cable flies, because the truth is I don't need them. I'm going to be doing very basic movement. I talked about it before. Pull-ups, bench, a lot of core conditioning, shoulder mobility. That's kind of it. Okay, let me take you over here. That's L. She lives in the gym. She just dwells in the corner. This is the sauna as well. Ice bath company, like absolute legend. So I busted this out. What's strange, I kind of like it. I know like I look kind of weird because I'm just sitting in there in my pants, in my garage. But I kind of like it, you know, like someone, does that make sense, James? Is that weird?
Yeah.
No, but just like a load, and then also as well, when I run out of the garage, like my neighbours will see me just running out steaming in my pants. And they now don't batter an eyelid. They're just like, oh yeah, Ross. So they know what I'm doing now. So the sauna, I use this a lot more than the ice bath. And it's really interesting. Ice baths, I love ice baths. I think it's knowing when to use them. Sometimes, I think the scientific consensus at the moment is that you sometimes want that pro-inflammatory response if it's hypertrophy at the strength, but even anaerobic conditioning is one. You want to kind of hurt, you want to suffer, you want that pro-inflammatory response. Lots of processes going on inside the body to improve and adapt, and you don't want to blunt that training response by having too many ice baths. Or, and this is it, I love Huberman, he talks about, if you're going to have an ice bath, that's amazing, but wait 6 hours after your workout. But because I'm training 3 times a day sometimes, I tend to use the ice bath twice a week, sometimes just kind of like on a Sunday when I know I'm gonna ache, rest, recover, and attack everything on Monday. Whereas with the sauna, like all day, every day, I'm in there in my pants, basically. It's just, you want that vasodilation of capillaries, increased blood flow. Even there's so many studies just looking at mitochondrial efficiency, and then also as well, just basically just helping DOMS, delayed onset muscle soreness. So immediately after workout, jumping straight in there, but not necessarily the ice bath, running inside in my pants, grabbing a shower and continuing my day. There's kettlebells and other things around which you'd expect. I think the best thing about having your own garage gym is you can do weird things and no one judges you. And what I mean by that is, well, let me demonstrate, in fact, because like with the world's longest swim, I'm doing so many weird exercises. If I went into a really busy gym and I took a squat rack where there's just massive hench elite powerlifters, and I started doing band resisted scapular presses, how annoyed would they be with this dude if I was in there going, oh, but I need the squat rack? I wouldn't want to be that guy. And then also as well, this is another thing that I started doing loads more of. And this is just sort of like playing around, but I do a lot of like single arm hands with scapular pull-ups. So it's sort of like, from here, again, imagine if you saw this dude in the gym who stole the squat rack. I'm just like, I've just got a few more sets, don't mind me. What do you think? I'm gonna get kicked out, aren't I, James?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh wow, there wasn't even a hesitation. No. God. Okay, so well, yeah, that is another decent thing, and then equally, everything from my band assisted stuff and videoing myself. I still feel quite self-conscious if I was in the gym. You know, people where they're just mic'd up and they're just so, yeah, I'm not that person. This is gonna sound really weird now because I did one side. Did I do that side? Did I do my right arm then?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. You just do the one.
This sounds. How many did I do? This is it not ADHD? What is it?
OCD.
OCD. If I do that, even as a demo, I've got to do it on the other side. Is that weird? How many was that?
There's 2 more, I think you did.
2 more. Are you sure? If I end up with a massive left arm and I swim in circles, but that is probably the biggest thing. And the other good thing about the garage gym, it is 27 seconds to the fridge. 27 seconds, I've timed it. I've gone like Hester, my girlfriend, she's been in there and I've gone, what, bang, go. 27 seconds before a protein bar's in my mouth. Post-workout nutrient window, very important. Guys, this is the world's longest swim series. This is my strange but lovable gym.